Somebody says Meek is a top 10, and I'm talking about all over, overall, in terms of influence, whatever. I'm not just talking about skill. I'm talking about in a power ranking. Meek is not top 10. You're tripping. You're tripping if you think Meek is top 10. You're tripping if you think Meek is top 10. Already, I'll give you 5 already, which off of these 5 I'm gonna name, you already gonna know the other 5, and you're gonna be like, oh, Meek definitely not in it. Drake, Travis, Post Malone. That's already 3. Nicki and Cardi, that's already 5. Baby and Meg, that's already 7. Wait, y'all think Meek is bigger than Baby? Tyler definitely too. And this is what I'm talking about with ego. Meek probably thinks he's a bigger rapper than Tyler, the Creator. You would have to be smoking crack to believe that. But Tyler, the Creator, comes off to me like he doesn't move with ego. He doesn't need everybody to fucking bow at his feet and praise him and tell him he's the best and just always acknowledge him as some Nigga, Uzi's over Meek. Tyler's over Meek. Y'all naming everybody over Meek. Nigga, Roddy Ricch is over Meek right now. Lil Durk is bigger than Meek right now. If you disagree, let me say this again. This is a power ranking. This is not a where does your career overall land you. Meek has had classic shit. But in 2021, Meek's last hot hit record was 3 years ago. It's been 3 years. Let's just be honest. Yeah. Okay. All right. Somebody says, what? Somebody said, no, Meek will always get respect in hip hop. Truthfully, he'll always get respect in hip hop because he's someone who has had a legendary rise. There was a moment, I want to say, for about 5 years, Meek was the face of gangster rap that wasn't West Coast. Because West Coast gangster rap is different. Their shit is actually about what gang you in. There's a lot of politics to it. But the face of gangster rap was Meek Mill. I give it to him. Am I tripping? From right before he beefed with Drake, right? So, like, let's say 2014 or 2013, 2013 to 2018. Is that fair? I see some of you people saying Sosa this and third. Sosa, the peak of Sosa's career was 2012, 2013. Kodak popped off in 2017. Somebody says 21 Savage. 21 Savage popped off in 2017. Am I tripping on that? Somebody says Future. Yo, culture millennials. I'm glad you said Future. Future's never been looked at as like only street. Does he rap street? Even with Baby now. You see how people give Dirt the credit for street shit and people give Pooh Shiesty credit for like street shit? Lil Baby raps street shit, but like we don't just look at him like a street rapper. That's kind of like how Future was. Like, you know, they rappers from the street, but you don't just look at them as street rappers. Bro, when I'm thinking about like street rappers, bro, I'm thinking about young boy. I'm thinking about niggas who just literally go in the studio every day to rap about, I'm killing this nigga, I'm killing that nigga, I'm just doing this. Like, that's what, let's be honest, right? Future, I see Future as a trap rapper, which, yes, that's an element of the street. But when we think about street, we thinking about like some gangster or a goon. Somebody seemingly agreed. They said Meek was the face of East Coast gangster music. I believe that for a good amount of years. And by the way, that's the thing. I always said to y'all, the fall. It was interesting that Kendrick Lamar named his album "The Fall Off," because the fall off of this generation of rappers, or the generation that came before, all the rappers that got popping in the 2010s, their fall off is going to be interesting to watch. The fall off of anybody is always interesting to watch. The fall off of like the rappers who got popping in 2017, the clout rappers, is interesting to watch. Because some of them, they just bow out gracefully, and some of them is like, fuck that. I'm going to go out and blaze a trail of glory. I look at Meek as not being able to accept that he's not the guy now. I've always also looked at whenever Nicki's fall off I think it's going to be bad too. I think her having a child helped her, because I don't think Nicki's ever prepared herself for not being the chick. She has spent so much of her career trying to cement that number one spot. Imagine the day when she's not number one. That might be bad. Somebody said Lil Pump on OnlyFans. I don't even want to know he's on OnlyFans. Somebody said, when is Travis Scott going to fall off? The way how Travis releases music, Travis is still in his prime. He would have to really drop a subpar project for niggas to say he's falling off. It got to be so mid. And I felt for a time with Travis, I was like, yo, Travis is selling his hype. When Travis started doing a McDonald's deal and this and third, it gets like, listen, for everybody who's in entertainment, this is how it goes. Of course, nobody comes into entertainment, like, especially if like you grinded and you got to the position you're in. People usually are like, yo, they're not selling out. Until you get offered some crazy shit and you're like, hold up, I got to make an exception. I think Travis's influence has been targeted by a bunch of people. Like, I think McDonald's giving him like a burger or whatever. I think they were trying to target that influence that he had. I think the Super Bowl shit targeting the influence he had. I think a lot of things that you might be like, yo, it's a little corny. They probably overpaid him